Cigars are a late in life discovery for me, and my introduction to them is a pretty cool story I want to tell you. As a chef, I'm obviously into all things flavor, taste, aroma, and cigars would naturally fit into that. And I could tell you about the different types of tobacco. I could tell you about some of my favorite brands. I could tell you about my trip to Nicaragua for a factory tour this spring. But all of that is not the reason why I have learned to enjoy a cigar. My son was turning 21, and I was looking for ways to connect to him on his special occasion. And I knew he enjoyed cigars, but I had never shared one with him. So I said, hey, let's go down to our local cigar bar, and I'll buy you your first legal adult beverage, and you can tell me everything you know about cigars. He agreed, and unbeknownst to him, I had 5 of my good friends lined up to come by that evening to stop and give him a word of encouragement. All these guys had known him since he was a little boy and had watched him grow into manhood. So we arrived at about 7, and soon thereafter guys started showing up, and we all shared a cigar to commemorate the occasion, and the conversation was unforgettable. As guys started to leave, my son and I stayed. We stayed till last call. We had arrived at 7 p.m. and we left at 1:45 a.m. And I thought the next morning, if that's what a cigar can do to connect me to my son, yeah, sign me up. Tell me everything. I want to know more. Of the 5+ hours of conversation that night, what was never a factor was the phone. I don't recall either of us checking our phone all night. We were present with each other in such a way that the phone wasn't allowed, wasn't even a temptation to hijack the moment. See, the cigar had replaced the phone in our hands, and it allowed us to interact with each other in such a way that would have never happened had the phone divided our attention. This is why I believe a cigar can change a generation. I believe this because I watched it play out in real time on my son's 21st birthday. See, the phone's not going away. The phone will always be with us, but it can be replaced from time to time by something more meaningful. Not by another device, but by an instrument. See, instrument is an apparatus on which music is made. And we call it playing. We play an instrument. And a cigar is kind of like that when played skillfully and purposefully, it can lead to a beautiful resonant sound. And that sound that you hear is that sound of connection. It's of 2 people recognizing the value of coming together, of getting to know each other better, of letting the guard down long enough to realize that the self-protective facade that has been erected really doesn't serve any purpose any longer. Yeah, cigar can do all that.